This segment is sponsored by iChiro Clinics and Peak Performance Integrated Medicine. All that summer fun you've been having may be taking a toll on your shoulders. Dr. Michael Quast from iChiro and Peak Performance Integrated Medicine says he's seeing a lot of it these days, and he joins us now to talk more about it. Hi, Dr. Quast.
Hello.
Hi. So lots of shoulder issues you're seeing coming in. Folks are having a little too much fun out there swinging the golf clubs or whatever, right?
Oh yeah, we all want that quality of life doing the things that we love and like to do, and we want to do it not only today, but in 10 years and 20 years when we're retired and all the way up right until, we're in our casket. We want to be doing all the fun things that we all love, and that's our quality of life, right?
Yeah, it surely is. You have like a little test that you have people do to see what their abilities are with the shoulders, right?
Yeah, so it's interesting. So a lot of times people will get hurt doing a small nothing, right? Like something that shouldn't hurt them. And they think that it was the activity that did it, but often it's you're predisposed to having the injury because of undiagnosed stiffness and tightness in the joint that you just don't know about. Or you didn't think it was a big deal until you then try to use the joint, like the shoulder, and then you're suddenly hurt. So what we found is by doing these tests, I'll show you one of them here, that you can actually see if somebody's tight in that area. If they are, then you're at high risk of having a problem. And if you can do the test, your risk is lower for that. And so with the shoulder, it's simple. You just take one hand and come up and around, one hand and back and around, try to touch your hands together. And you should be able to touch your hands together behind your back. And you do it on both sides.
Uh-huh.
The farther apart your hands, the more risk you are of having an injury when you're golfing, playing volleyball, tubing, water skiing, raking leaves, because those shoulder muscles then have to work harder to do the movement, and they're more likely to strain and get injured.
The good news is that you're seeing a lot of good results with this combination of therapies that you're really happy to be providing folks.
Yeah, so it's interesting, what we've been finding is people when they have those muscle tears, rotator cuff, bursitis, those things in the shoulder, what we're finding is by doing the therapy on one end and the regenerative medicine on the other end, when you put those together, we're seeing fantastic results. So it kind of makes sense if you think about it. If you can regenerate into the cartilage, if you can quickly heal the muscle and tissue, with some of the regenerative therapies, and then you're doing all the exercises, stretching, massage work, all of that, and you combine it, that's when we're really seeing some real big breakthroughs. And then also using the tests, like that test we just showed you,
Yeah.
as well as a bunch of other ones. But that tells us how progress is going, how the person's doing, and then when we've got them in a really good functional state. And then the idea is you can actually keep it that way by watching that test as somebody goes through life. Anytime it tightens up, uh-oh, something's going on here, and we can get on it and keep it working good.
That combination of treatments, you apply that to problems elsewhere in the on the body. It's not just for shoulders.
Yeah, a lot of the things we see, we see a lot of the musculoskeletal stuff. So the muscle, the joints, pretty much all the joints of the body, from your neck, shoulder, elbows, wrist to the back, the hips, the knees, the foot and ankle, all of those bone and joint, and then the musculoskeletal system. A lot of the problems we see are all to do with the muscles, right? So, applying those same principles of working from both sides, the regenerative side, the therapy side, doing them both together really just makes common sense. And we are seeing just phenomenal results for people who've had some really bad chronic problems. And it's exciting to see. And we're also able to work with, balance and sports performance. Because I mean, you think about it, if you can't do that shoulder test
Well,
and you're
yeah,
a
yeah,
pitcher, it's not going to be good. And if we can
yeah.
get that motion better, then you can throw faster, harder, less injuries, last longer, all those things that are important.
Yeah. All right, folks, if you are ready for some results, you want more information or even to book an appointment, you may do so on the website. Visit iChiroClinics.com. Dr. Cost, it was good to see you.
Thank you.